Okay, so I've just finished modifying all these reels. All the reels have got ceramic spool bearings put in. The drags have been polished and Carbon-Tex washers added. The Shimano Scorpion is a really nice reel. It's got a nice feel to it. It got good and solid. Spins really easy. The handles spin good. The spool spins good. Just keeps going and going and going on free spool. Nice smooth drag, powerful, just a nice reel. One thing that some people might be put off on the Scorpion, especially with the DC series reels, all of them have the same problem. You want to remove this spool, you have to have a screwdriver. 2 screws pull the side cover off, and then there's 3 screws on the inside. Pull those out off the DC system, pops out, and then the spool pops out. Nice reel. $218 plus delivery. The Daiwa T3 on the other hand, I don't really like this reel that much. It's got a good solid feel. It's light. It's about maybe an ounce lighter than the Scorpion. Very nice looking reel, but plastic, and it feels like plastic. Doesn't spin freely at all. Same with the handles on it. It just doesn't want to spin. The spool just stops after a few seconds, and that's with the cast control backed right off. After a few seconds, it stops. I don't think there would be much of a problem with this reel. The internals are quite simple. The hatch is really quite simple. It's quite ingenious. One of the things I don't know why they made such a big fuss off it. Even with this T-system in there, there's still a ½ inch for the line to pull out. But as you can see, when it gets over to one side, you still got a ½ inch from this side, so you're still going to have that wow and flutter when the line's being pulled out. I'm not sure whether that's going to be a good. Spool removal is quite easy. Push the button, that pops off, and the spool pops right out. That's the system inside there. It's a bunch of ceramic magnets, and what happens is they move in and out depending on how you set the cast control distance. You got 3 settings on this, and then 20 settings on that. Quite complicated, actually. We'll see how it works. I've had reels with this type of ceramic system in it before, and I wasn't impressed with them, but we'll see. One of the problems I had with this when I first got it was the cast control did bugger up, and I had to send it in. They did have a recall on them, so it was fixed for free and returned. So we'll see how that one works out. The Okuma. Dowie asked me to try this one out, and I agreed, so here it is. It's a right-handed model. I'm more of a lefty guy, so this one is not being kept. I bought 2 of them. There's the regular 6-to-1, and then there's another one which is a burner, and both are going to be sold to some lucky guy. It's a nice feeling reel. It spins really well. The handles have spin quite freely. The spool's got a good spin to it. It's quite a bit heavier than these two. It's probably 2 ounces heavier than the Daiwa and at least an ounce heavier than the Scorpion. Metal frame. The sides are plastic. Spool removal is quite easy. The brake system pops out and then the spool pops out. The one problem you might have with this reel compared to those two is that the spool is quite heavy. So there'll be some inertia problems on initial startup for light lures, but I'm sure with anything over 3/8 of an ounce won't be a problem at all. Brake system just pops right back in, twist it, and it is a pretty nice brake system too. It can be adjusted from the outside, whereas usually that's only the case with mag brakes, but it's got a nice system. $60, can't go wrong. Good reel. As soon as I get the line in, I'll spool them up and take them outside, and we'll check, see how far they can cast.